Ready when you are.
Hello everyone, my name is the Dreaming Gamer, and welcome to another Lunchtime Gaming. Before we dive into the outer world, I do want to take a moment to recognize these great people. So, Elusive Spondulix, I'm going to apologize first up if I have mispronounced any of these people's names, but it's Elusive Spondulix, Hayes Entes, Wallskulls 1997, Blue Tiger NZ, and Skitters God X. I want to thank you guys because in the last couple weeks, last month, you guys have all left me a follow, so I want to thank you for that. But now let's dive back into Outer World. Where were we when we left off? I feel like we were... that's right, yes. We just fought a bunch of bandits because we're trying to find Zoe, queen of the bandits.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
You're Zoe. Your people are looking for you. You sound confused or possibly unscrewed. Not for free. You're Zoe?
What, you mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Are you gonna join me? I've been sent to find you. I need you to clarify something for me. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
I haven't got the hair color for it. You should go back. People are worried. Go back to camp. You should go back. People are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
What about Stefan? You two were friends. Stefan's planning to surprise you with an episode of your favorite serial. What about Stefan?
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Oh, I'm clarifying. Are you a prisoner here? How are you even alive? Why did you leave camp? There was something else? No. I'm okay. I was just saying if it had a rapid fire or it had something to do with the way I pushed the button.
Here they come!
I really am hurt. Probably helps if I do that after I pull out my gun. Okay. I wish I had grenades. That sure would be nice. Are you gonna? Oh, okay. Can't believe the Marauder wing leader didn't have anything. Oh, my armor and my gun are damaged.
What is it?
I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with the band of marauders. They hadn't heard her. Something about wanting to be an outlaw. I'd rather not get into it.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Yeah. Let's see here. I like the dialogue. Stealth, not so much. We can do tech. I like the ability to leap. Yeah, there we go. That's for perks. Okay, so 25 tactical time max, 25 damage when alone, 20% slow speed. They're not slow, you're just fast. 25% weapon armor durability loss, 15% companion critical chance, 5 base armor, more carrying, recharge weight. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm still not sure. On one hand, let's see. So on one hand, the people out here are just, you know, living their lives. They don't want to be slaves to the man. But on the other side, those are good people in there that are just trying to, you know, get by and make a living. But are they really getting by? Are they really living if they're being crushed by the corporation? But there are sick people there. Are the sick people just supposed to migrate? My name is Kane Von Ackler. I'm a Space Destroyer's ethologist specializing in the fauna of Terra 2. Currently, I'm studying the hunting behavior of feral canines. I managed to find a nice hiding spot beside a rather large pack of canines. This is the largest pack of feral canines I've ever seen in the Vale. In a sufficiently large pack, canines will hunt just about anything. This pack could probably take down a small group of primals, given the chance. Smaller packs tend to give a wide berth to the primals roaming this region. Spread and predatory, no. Tearaways, however, are fair game for even a lone canid. They may not have encountered primals, but this pack of canines made quick work of a marauder camp they found. I'm afraid I may have to move on before I can study this pack closely. I'll have to leave my things for one of my assistants to pick up later. I'm sure he's probably in town somewhere. Oh. Something tells me there's a hiring at the ethology. Okay, so if that's that one, then what's this one? Where is it? Down here? Oh, hi, Jeremy. Well, shot you.
Go away, Phantom!
How did I miss this place last time I was here? Oh, you're not up there. Okay.
Go away, Phantom!
Ooh. I'm a ghost. Ah.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
How about it, droid? I can find combat. I don't give you anything
Everyone all right?
stronger than that. I don't know what I just did.
Pulse. Performing
Incoming!
What? I thought I was back to Jeremy. I think these guys don't explode. Ooh. Oh, down the fort there. Yeah. How about you like this? I mean, the corporation was the one who let loose all these robots. Stop reloading and open the door. Up here. Ow. I guess. Oh. Guess I did need to eat that. Ooh. Yeah, workbench. Okay. Need to work on repairing first. Ooh, a plasma rifle. Got a bunch of them, but nothing. Carrying capability. Make me quieter. Let's see him. The plasma rifle. Yeah. Oh wait, no. What about my shotgun? Yeah. I think that's the best. Just repair everything. Yeah. It's probably from that door I was on. Don't reload. Oh, that door I was at, excuse me. No. Not here. This way. Going through these like they're candy. Yeah, this door. Okay.
Get away!
I gotta get down. Here we go. I probably should use the ladder, huh?
You're not real. You're not real.
Ooh, I'm a ghost. Call me Bushin, the friendly ghost.
No, no, no. Just leave me alone.
Impact ammo.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
Calm down, I'm not trying to hurt you. Great, another lunatic. I wasn't trying to startle you. Most people don't see me coming. Calm down.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You're not imagining me. Slow down and tell me what's going on. You eat sprats. You're not imagining me.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination.
He sure was calm about that.
The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
What is it you do here? How long have you been down here? I'll just be on my way. How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
You know, just kind of a small window. Uh-huh. And what exactly do you do here? Right, that's enough crazy for one day.
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You were an engineer? How have you been surviving all this? What happened to this place? You were an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
You worked on these mechanicals, you must know a way to stop them. Wait, was that before or after you became a cis-pig tycoon? How have you been living down here? This place looks like it's been abandoned for a while. What happened? Right, was that before or after you became a cis-pig tycoon?
Oh, before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
Okay. He's one of these people that, like, puts what they do in a video game on their profile.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Or, on applications. I've seen applications where the person put, like, save Hyrule as their strength. Like, okay, I can deal with mechanicals. I made it this far, didn't I? Or you can help me and I won't feed you to the sprites. Your call. I can deal with mechanicals.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Mechanicals follow the behavior of the logic module. Someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the
Not that
mechanicals
there's any
act,
left.
including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Any idea where I can find a logic module?
Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
I'll just excuse myself. Okay. So now we gotta go tamper with a logic module, which I need to retrieve anyways. No, not this way. Oh yeah, I forgot about the volumes. Don't know what that's about. Maybe that's related to the routing of the power. Operating at 22% efficiency. Safety failures detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electrical switches. Oh, all 3. Okay. So that's what I was doing.
That's the last.
I'm gonna save it now.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion. I know exactly what I'm doing, Pravati. I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
I see your point. I think I'm ready to make my decision. Wheat tells me Edgewater's going to die without workers and powers. The Zudas are a community. I can't just destroy what they built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
What about Weed? He tells me Edgewater's going to die without workers and powers.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you. Don't worry about it. I was barely listening to you. I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
But of course, you just made this a lot harder. You tried the best, now try the West.
I think you did the brightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they didn't care much for me.
I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother. Thomas seems very fond of you. You mentioned something earlier I want to talk about. You always mention your dad, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
You mean she's dead?
I don't rightly know.
How is that possible?
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not,
I think we heard about this.
belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Is that normal? You might not have with your mother. That's inhuman. I mean, that is.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Thomas seems very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
I've not lately seen a man with a bigger or more obvious crush. Are you sure? He nearly fell over when he saw you. The tool he was thinking with was definitely not a wrench. Are you sure?
He never told me a word to that effect. And since he didn't, I didn't have to say nothing about feeling different. And nothing had to get weird. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Oh, whoops. No, this is... I'm like, oh, I've never been here before. Not gonna lie, that was a kind of a challenging decision. Bravo on the Outer Worlds. I play games with choices where it's like, do I want to be really bad? Or do I want to be really good? But like, both sides are good. What won me over was when Pravati said that the lady Adelaide hates Edgewater. Do you want to be a part of that kind of hatred? Because I don't know, maybe it's into the idea that once power shut off here, they will, and people from Edgewater come, she might not let everyone in. Or at least everyone has a home back there. Sure, it's soul crushing, but it's still a home. Y'all showed up your homes and left. Oh no, that makes sense. How's this stealing? No one owns this anymore. Ugh. Game logic. Hi guys. I'm just, don't mind me. Hi.
What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again? I know, I'm trying to think.
Who's in charge?
I don't know how much longer we'll...
okay.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
It's more about that than, I care more about that than what's going on.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Sure.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Mm-hmm. Oh look, you guys have no power, so I'm sure.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Weed needs his people back. It's impersonal, Adelaide. I need your power regulator. I don't owe you an explanation. I'm not a fan of either of these. Says impersonal, Adelaide. I need your power regulator.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility.
But it's not.
And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Okay. I'm willing to deal with weed for you. You're being unreasonable. Come back to Edgewater. What happened to you, Adelaide? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm willing to deal with weed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Okay. But again, like, I could just leave. Ain't nobody pay me no attention. Ugh.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
You won't survive without power. It's time to go back to Edgewater.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to Reed and make a real case for myself.
Okay. Fair enough.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
Nothing left for you. It's time to go back.
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
Leave Adelaide behind then. Edgewater needs you back. Why not? Don't do anything hasty. Edgewater
You
needs
better
back.
be sure about this. We go back to Edgewater without Adelaide, she's never coming back.
Okay, you know what? Stay here.
Sure. Suit yourself.
Then
I'll be here.
let's go back. Can I fast travel? Yeah, I can fast travel. River hideout. Transport wreckage. Oh, let's go. That's my landing. Let's go talk to Weed. See if we can't get him to leave. Or something. No, I'm supposed to be talking to... Oh, he's optional. Okay. Oh, there he is. I guess I could... Oh, wait, no, he's not this way. I guess I could sow some... Get out of my way. Sow some will chaos and just kill him and then...
Something you need?
No. Then... Weed Thompson. You son of a...
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
I spoke to Adelaide. She won't be coming back as long as you're here. I delivered your message, but I haven't convinced Adelaide to come back. I spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
Change in leadership might be what this town needs. Your town's a mess, Reed. The town's terrified of the plague. Abernathy asked me to steal medicine for him. Oh, okay, that's just completely unrelated. You let Adelaide's son die.
Her son got sick with plague a couple years back. Company never gave us enough medication to treat the whole town. So I had to choose, you see. Adelaide's child or someone else's. She's never forgiven me. I don't expect she ever will.
It's not your place to make that decision. You've done enough. Maybe it's time to step down. You say you've done your best, but all I see is a town falling to pieces.
I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with plague. Adelaide made it clear she won't return unless you leave. Well, I tried. Adelaide made it clear she won't return unless you leave.
Unless you can demonstrate to me that we are helpless without her. I see no reason why I should stand down.
They're not getting sick?
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
This town doesn't eat anything but salt tuna. Of course you're gonna get sick. Have your people ever eaten an actual vegetable?
The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat saltuna here, and only saltuna.
That'd be terrible. I'm pretty sure it's your food that's making you sick. You need Adelaide's garden. What exactly are you putting in those cans? That's it? Just salt tuna every single day?
The saltuna's been a mite bland ever since Adelaide left. And we don't get as much saltuna these days, so we've had to improvise to meet quotas. We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like saltuna in the end.
Gross. That can't be healthy.
Health is a state of mind, friend. Afflictions in one's body are reflections of afflictions in one's work ethic and attitude. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life.
Your people are seriously in need of a decent meal. Adelaide can help you. You know, when I started talking to him, I kind of felt sorry for him. But now he's just kind of getting on my nerves. Feed your people what you grows. They seem pretty healthy to me.
First of all, I do not believe anyone can be healthy without a day's work and a bowl of salt tuna. But leaving that aside, Adelaide should not be able to grow her own food. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanist couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of him and shut down the greenhouse.
What's it gonna take to convince you?
Evidence. Adelaide has a secret, and I want to know what it is. If she's tending crop in her greenhouse, she's discovered something.
Any idea what it might be?
No, but I will give you a word of advice from the Spacer's Choice Manual of Conduct. If you want to discover the truth about someone, search their belongings.
The manual of conduct says that? Okay. I could just shoot you and do. Oh, wait. Can I not fast travel when I'm... Yeah, I can. I just need the game to register what I'm doing. No? You just don't. Okay. You're not gonna let me fast travel there either? Come on, game. What is this? Stop being weird. Okay, well.
Something you need?
Anything you want to say? No? Okay. Just checking. Okay, that's weird. Might have something to do with the size of the screen. Okay. I gotta search Adelaide's belongings. Anything in here? Energy cells. I should probably go into stealth mode.
It's so pretty.
Gold teeth. Aha. Personnel fire. May the Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from my life. She wants something fresh. Love, attention, compassion, a natural fertilizer bursting with organic materials. So now do I go back to... Do I go back to Weed now and tell him? Another thing I could do is I could just leave. I got my power generator. I could just leave all these people. All right, Pavati. Leave everyone. Fly away.
You might not care for my leadership, but I appreciate what you've done for this town.
I delivered your message. I want to talk to you about
Go
something.
ahead.
I got proof, though. Okay, you know what? Gonna shoot everyone. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my tactic. We're gonna go in here, we're gonna shoot her, shoot him, and life goes back to normal. I'm trying to save you, lady.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Reed isn't gonna just leave his post. I need some help convincing
Tell
him.
Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses.
What the?
I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
That was a twist I didn't see coming. You think that'll convince Reed to step down? That's disgusting. What happens when you run out of corpses?
Edgewater's cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops. Look at that. The snake.
My timer, but I want to solve this. Okay, let's try one more time. Oh, okay.
You might not care for my leadership.
Adelaide found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Look, Reed, all I know is that it involves some really complicated math, and it works. She's gonna use human corpses. She's growing her crops with a special fertilizer. Look, Reed, all I know is that it involves some really complicated math.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way.
Do I agree with what she's doing? No, but I kind of
No,
just want to
I
end this
think-
quest, so...
Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Oh, now I can feel like you don't have to do this, you know. What are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
What?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You won't last a day outside the walls.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
This can't be easy for
I
you.
have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
Take care. I mean, but still, she's growing. She's grinding up human corpses. Like, I don't.
Look at that.
Dr. Weed in the living. Come back, that's one.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Edgewater's better off with you wanting to play. Made a mess of things. Guess I'm just trying to set it right. Edgewater's better with you.
You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Take care. Well. Provati, do you have anything to say to me?
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
So you don't have any thoughts about the fact that she's using human bodies to grow plants. I guess you could use more waters, like, that's supposed to be mindless anyways. Well, I know I got a couple more side missions, but I think it's time. I think me, well, us, and the old reliable. Time to blast off. But we'll do that tomorrow. So I want to thank everyone who stopped by and watched, or anyone who joined in, anyone who watches this afterwards. I hope you join me tomorrow when we take to the stars. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and take care.